Hello, and today we are looking at the Gemini MACS US Air Force Rockwell B-1 Lancer in 1/400 scale. As you can see, this model comes packaged in this very nice little presentation box with the classic metal grate design of the Gemini MACS rather than the standard blue box. Now looking at the box, you can see right here on the front we have an image of the plane identical to the one found inside. So let's have a quick look at it up close now. Underneath that we have here Desperados, the name of this specific plane. And moving down to here we have the squadron this plane flew with. As you can see here it's saying 345th Bomb Squadron, its little symbol, and Dias Air Force Base, where it was located, or still is. And then on the back we have another image of the plane, as well as some information about what a Gemini jet, or a Gemini Mac in this case, is. Once again, moving back to the front of the box, as you can see, it says look inside. And if we open up the lid, you can see the plane inside the box without having to get it out. So you can have it on display like this if you so chose to keep it safe. It looks really nice in there. And then on the lid of the box, as you can see here, we have some information about this plane. So this top section is a little history of the Rockwell B-1 Lancer, whilst this section here is specification information. As you can see, it has the length, height and wingspan of a real B-1 Lancer. And then over here, we have some other information you may like to know, such as max takeoff weight, cruising speed, and range, and things of that nature. But now let's open up the box and have a closer look at the model itself. It comes packaged with these two pieces of plastic. Just take the lid off. And there you have it. The Gemini MACS US Air Force Rockwell B-1 Lancer in 1/400 scale. This is a very nice detailed die-cast metal model. So let's focus on some of the details to begin with. The first thing you should notice is that this model has movable wings. You can see you can have them extended out for greater length, or you could fold them in like so. As the real one of this plane also has movable wings, this model has matched that, giving it nice movable wings so you can have it in whichever configuration you want, fully extended or fully closed, like so. It's a really nice attention to detail. This model can be displayed in both ways. So again, you can have it on display either way, fully lengthed or closed off, depending on how you want it. But moving back to the wings, if we fully extend the wings again, so we can look at the details on them, you can see things like the flaps and ailerons on them. You can see the nice little detail of a US Air Force symbol. You can see details same all across it. If we turn to the underside of this plane, you can see it's still there. Whilst we're looking under the plane, you can see the landing gear. It does have rollable wheels, really nice here. And look at the detail under this plane. Got a little doorway here. Got those other hatches all across it. And then right below there, you see a little hole, which is a hole for a display stand if you so chose. And once again, on the other side of the wing, we have another little US Air Force symbol. Moving back, you can also see underneath, we have 4 big mounted jet engines, looking really nice and detailed. Of course, these aren't on the wings, as you typically see on a plane, as he's got movable wings, so it has the engines mounted here. Now, moving to the tail of the plane, as you can see, we have the rudders and elevators on the stabilizers, and this plane has what is known as a cruciform tail, as the tail forms a cross, rather than this stabilizer being at the bottom or at the top for a T-tail. This is a cruciform tail. Now, sticking with the body of the plane, as you can see it has a blended wing body. So you can see the wings and the body of the plane blend smoothly together rather than being much more, sticking out so you can't really tell. But it has a much more smoother body, so the wings seem to fit smoothly with the rest of the body. So it's got a very nice pointed tip at the end of the cockpit, really nice in detail. But overall, it's a really nice detailed model. And of course, you can see the classic military grey colour scheme on it. At the back here, we have a little thing. It's kind of hard to tell, but that's what we're saying, Desperados, matching what is said on the box. As well as right here, you can see the 345th Bomber Squadron motif as well. Turning the plane around, you can see the same level of detail across. So it's a really nice detailed model with really accurate printing as well. Again, all over the printing on it is really, really good. Now let's get into a little bit about the B-1 Lancer. Now this is a supersonic variable sweep wing heavy bomber used by the United States Air Force. If you're not sure what a sweep wing is, it is the wings that can move. You can see it's a variable. It's variable because it can move, and you can see this would be the wings when they are swept, and this is when they are just extended. So extended wing, sweep wing. Now this specific plane is a B-1B Lancer, and this was a variant that was optimized for low-level penetration, and in total 100 B-1Bs were built. Now the B-1 itself first entered production in 1973, and it was fully ended production back in 1988, but many still remain in service to this day, such as this model here. And the plane itself gained the nickname Bone, coming from B1, if you spelled it out, spells bone. And this plane had a max speed, of Mach 1.25. It's a very, very fast plane. Of course, it's a heavy bomber, so very fast, very capable of doing a lot of damage. Now, this plane has a registration of 860140, which should be written on the plane. See the printing. This plane is located at Dyess Air Force Base, as you can see, as it says on the box, which is located in Texas, in the United States. And again, once again, it is part of the 345th Bomb Squadron. Now, this model has a wingspan of about 11.25 centimeters when the wings are fully extended, or 4.42 inches, and when they are swept in, it has a wingspan of about 6 centimeters or 2.36 inches, and the whole model itself is about 11.1 centimeters long or 4.3 inches long. So overall, it's a really nice model, really nice for any collector of models, of military models. Of course, it's a really unique one, having, you know, variable wings that you can move, so you can choose how you want it displayed. So overall, it's a really nice, really cool little model, and it's available now from modelcorner.co.uk.